Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Leaders in the Hazleton area held their second teleconference to address concerns with the coronavirus in our area. WYLN's Julie Stefanovic has more on the discussion.
The COVID-19 Greater Hazleton Regional Task Force continues to respond to the ever-changing situation. Members of the community are keeping an eye out for the public safety.
The hospital talked about the fact that due to the increase in testing, they opened their second test site here in the Hazleton area in order to accommodate folks.
It comes as no surprise that countless businesses are being affected and new programs are being implemented to help them out financially.
Kevin O'Donnell gave the business report from Can Do and talked about all of the business partners working with members and clients about some of the recent information related to disaster relief, particularly for businesses and small businesses.
The Hazleton Area School District implemented its online education plan and is expanding lunch programs to students.
Yesterday was the first day that the Hazleton Area School District had gone to refresh and some learning sites with all of their teachers and their students, that they too had added a different way to get to the folks in the Freeland area for the food program, and they've been serving close to 840 meals a day at their different locations and sites, and combining with Meals on Wheels to again reach out to that area in the school district.
Officials in Hazleton also have concerns about the city being seriously impacted from the virus due to extended families traveling back and forth from out of state.
All of our representatives are really working hard on is the transportation piece. So both Hazel Township and the city of Hazleton have spoken to local van cargo carriers, and the representative is working with March has been able to shut down, and a combined effort for not only Governor Wolf but Governor Cuomo from New York specifically, to how some of the travel patterns are potentially impacting or making the situation a little bit more serious here.
The task force is expected to hold a teleconference in the near future to keep up with the quickly changing developments. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thanks, Julie. Counties continue to be added to the governor's stay-at-home order. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has more on what that means for PSP's enforcement.
As Pennsylvania seeks to save lives and stop the spread of COVID-19, Governor Wolf has issued stay-at-home orders to a multitude of counties throughout the Commonwealth. We spoke with Trooper Brent Miller from Pennsylvania State Police Headquarters in Harrisburg, discussing their actions during this time.
Governor Wolf has issued a stay-at-home order. The big question is he has not asked law enforcement or the National Guard to enforce this order. So what we're doing is, if we occur people in violation of it, we're just reminding them. We're using it as an educational focus right now.
During the stay-at-home order, it is important to understand that you may leave your residence for tasks essential to maintain the health and safety of yourself, your family, or household members, including pets.
At this time, there are no travel restrictions throughout the Commonwealth. Order is very lengthy. It's in depth. Please read it. You can go out to your grocery store, get essential items. You can go get medicines that you need. You can go to the doctor. You can go take care of animals, or if you have sick family members, you can travel to them. You do not need any documents if you're going to and from work. We want to make that very clear because there are no travel restrictions. But it's more importantly, it's to help save lives.
Currently, 26 counties are under stay-at-home orders, including 3 of the 4 in WYLN's coverage area, Luzerne, Carbon, and Schuylkill.
We have been asked to enforce the non-essential business closures, and at this point, we're using that as an educational focus as well that if somebody contacts a state police station about a non-business that is still operating, we go out and have that conversation with the business owner, remind them of the governor's order. And to date, we've issued 107 warnings. That's throughout the Commonwealth. No citations to date.
If you wish to report a non-compliant business, please contact your local law enforcement's non-emergency number or the nearest PSP station. Do not call 911 to file these reports. For further up-to-date information on COVID-19 or the stay-at-home order, visit the state's website at www.pa.gov.
Please stay calm, stay home, stay safe, practice social distancing, remember to wash your hands, and we're all going to get through this.
Reporting for Wyln News, this is Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. The economic stimulus package was passed, and millions are expecting money from the federal government. Now, police are putting out a warning to watch for check scams. Pennsylvania State Police would like to remind those who qualify for a stimulus relief check that they don't have to sign up because the process is automatic. Law enforcement's already receiving reports of people being contacted either by phone, text, or email, asking for personal or financial information in order to expedite their stimulus relief from the government. So no one, and I mean no one, will contact you to confirm personal or banking information. According to police, if you've already received a stimulus check in the mail, it is a fraud because the process to receive that check is still expected to take a few weeks. Confirmed cases of the coronavirus continue to rise in Luzerne County. The Pennsylvania Department of Health reports the county's case count rose from 56 to 150. Luzerne ranks 9th in Pennsylvania for the total number of documented cases. It ranked 7th in the state for per capita deaths. 3 deaths have been reported. The first fatality was a 70-year-old Hanover Township man. The second, a 75-year-old male with pre-existing medical conditions. And the third victim was identified as a 75-year-old male who recently moved from Florida to the area. Pennsylvania has over 4,000 cases reported in 59 counties and 48 deaths. With all schools in Pennsylvania closed indefinitely, those in Luzerne County started online education for its students. The Hazleton Area School District implemented its Continuity of Education Plan yesterday. The goal is to establish connectivity with students via teachers, resources, programs, and classrooms. Superintendent Brian Uplinger asked anyone who's contacted by a teacher through email or telephone should respond back. Resources will be made available at hasdk12.org. In other school district news, the HASD public budget meeting scheduled for Wednesday, April 1st at 6 p.m. has been canceled. The State Superior Court upheld a life sentence imposed on a convicted murderer from Luzerne County Monday. 26-year-old Sean James Hamilton admitted to killing 3 people during a drug buy with his brother in Plymouth back on July 7th of 2012. He was also accused of killing his cousin, Kenyatta Houston, in Wilkes-Barre, July 6th. He pled guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison without parole December of 2013. 2 people wanted on warrants were arrested after being observed by officers at a Walmart in hometown. 32-year-olds Heather Bowden and Jason Oshman were taken into custody March 28th. Oshman had a warrant issued for his arrest from Mahoning Township Police for pending drug charges, while Bowden had 3 bench warrants from the Schuylkill County District Attorney's Office. The pair was taken to Schuylkill County Prison. President Donald Trump declared a major disaster in Pennsylvania and ordered federal assistance to supplement Commonwealth and local recovery efforts in areas affected by COVID-19. The president's action makes federal funding available to the Commonwealth, eligible local governments, and certain private nonprofit organizations for emergency protective measures. On Sunday, Governor Tom Wolf requested a major disaster declaration from the president through FEMA to provide this support, as well as for individuals struggling during the COVID-19 outbreak. Pennsylvania already received an emergency declaration under the president's nationwide emergency proclamation. The declared nationwide emergency incident started January 20th and continues. Additional designations may be made at a later date by the state and approved by the results of further assessments. Coming up on WYLN News, free school meals, plus talks of using the arena for medical overflow. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
The Pennsylvania Department of Education received a USDA waiver to allow all children to qualify for free meals during statewide mitigation efforts. Prior to the waiver, schools that didn't meet area-based free or reduced price meal eligibility requirements were unable to offer free meals community-wide. School districts, charter schools, intermediate units, and career and technology centers can operate their sites under the Seamless Summer Option or Summer Food Service Program. Approximately 1,600 food distribution sites operate across the state, and that number is expected to go up. Mohegan Sun Arena is one option for medical overflow if local hospitals become overwhelmed with patients during the virus pandemic. The county-owned multi-purpose arena in Wilkes-Barre Township has sat silent for weeks as the pandemic effectively shut down the sports and entertainment worlds. However, the Luzerne County Convention Center Authority offered up the arena and its spacious parking lot should it be needed as any kind of temporary emergency operations center during these unprecedented times. The parking lot was also offered as a possible site for drive-through testing. Many surrounding businesses, warehouses, hotels, and more have followed suit in opening their arms to the medical community if such needs arise in Luzerne County. Giant and Martin's 132 in-store pharmacies updated their hours during this pandemic. The Giant company recently announced that all in-store pharmacies will open at 6 a.m. every Wednesday until further notice to accommodate older and immunocompromised members of the community. Senior customers can now pick up their prescriptions using the Giant Direct or Martin's Direct parking spaces at their local store. The company also offers UPS mailing of prescriptions, which would arrive in 2 business days with no shipping charge at this time. More information can be found on the company's website. The Bishop of the Diocese of Scranton granted a special dispensation to Catholics, allowing them to eat meat this Friday during the Lenten season. Bishop Joseph Bambera made the exception in an effort to help people who may have difficulties shopping for food during this coronavirus outbreak. The obligation of fasting and abstinence of meat still applies to Good Friday. The announcement goes out to all Catholics in the 11-county Diocese of Scranton. And the Diocese of Scranton has also announced the passing of Father Joseph Sica. He served in the diocese for 38 years and wrote Embracing Change, 10 Ways to Grow Spiritually, as well as other booklets for Advent and Lent. Bishop Joseph Bambera said Father Sica was passionate about his service to both God and his community and helped countless people grow spiritually while making them feel better about themselves. Father Sica was 64 years old. Coming up on Ringtown's News Choice, we have more on firearm safety this Trooper Talk Tuesday in Community and You, plus the VA's hiring. Stay with us.
Coronavirus is now in our community and changing the way we live, but rest assured that your partners at Lehigh Valley Health Network are here for you. If you think that you have coronavirus or been exposed to someone who does, the most important thing you can do is stay home. Lehigh Valley Health Network is providing free screenings online and by phone. Complete an e-visit, call the MyLVHN hotline, or do an LVHN video visit. Know the symptoms, get the facts, and get screened from home at lvhn.org/COVID-19.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options. Wyln presents Community Update on Coronavirus. Monday through Friday live at 3 p.m. with rebroadcasts at 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. the following morning. Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, PBS 39, Adams Outdoor, and Wyln. We're your local network.
Welcome to Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Paula Degnan. With me is Pennsylvania State Police Trooper Anthony Petrosky. And the Pennsylvania State Police have something new. They really want to get the word out about firearm safety.
Yes.
So in order to do that, they've gone to social media. What do we find there now?
Well, the thing about social media is most people are using it.
Mm-hmm.
When I say most, I mean a lot of people. And it gets out there quickly, and it's a good way to spread information. So on our Twitter pages, on our Facebook pages, on our Instagram pages, we're putting out videos. And it's our Department Communications Office along with the Pennsylvania State Police Academy. They're doing firearm safety videos. They're very well done, these videos, and it's good information for people about firearms. Some good handling information, loading, unloading the weapon, things like that. It's a good way for us to educate people. It's tough to reach a large amount of people in a short amount of time. That's what we want to do, so we go to social media, and these videos are great.
I'm sure a lot of people out there who have handled guns since they were very young. So they're going to hear this and say, I don't think I need something like that. What would your response to that be?
Go ahead and watch it. We want you to watch it because maybe they have handled guns their whole life, but maybe they've only handled hunting rifles and not handguns. And you know, over the years, some things on weapons have changed. And you know, one of the people in our videos is a firearms instructor at our Pennsylvania State Police Academy. Very well knowledgeable with firearms, and he goes over certain things in these videos, and they really are good. They're only a couple minutes. You're not taking a whole lot of time out of your day, but it's a good refresher, you know? Even though you know something, it's always good to be refreshed on a topic. So we want everybody, people who don't know anything about guns and people who think they know everything about guns, go ahead and watch it.
Is there anything that the state police might show that someone might not have known?
You know, that's a good question, and I hope so, because again, we want to refresh people's knowledge on firearm safety, and we also want to educate people who don't know anything about firearm safety. It's very easy to go to a store and buy a firearm, it is, but to handle it properly, to know safety rules, to know what you should and shouldn't be doing with, that's important, and that takes a little bit of your time. So these videos are a great way to educate people.
And one of the other things that you've also talked about were the fact that you're now giving away gun locks and the cards with the information on it. So they're also free?
Yes, they're free, and then people can go to any state police station where they live and request a gun lock. It has the Pennsylvania State Police patch on it. It's a good way to keep your weapons safe if you're not around. If you know you're going on vacation, you're not taking it, you're leaving it home, put the gun lock on it. If you don't have a safe, you leave it on in a shelf in a closet or something, and you don't want your kids to get it, be responsible, put the gun lock on it. It's free. It also comes with the firearm safety card. On the back of the card, you can list all your weapons, make, model, and serial number for your own records. It's just a good way to proactively promote firearm safety, and Pennsylvania State Police feels very strongly about firearm safety.
And when we talked about the firearms, you mentioned in the very beginning that some people may have only used a hunting rifle.
Right.
Now, do these firearm locks go with hunting rifles?
They are for handguns.
Handguns.
It depends on the rifle, but mostly they're for handguns because the locking mechanism is smaller on it. But again, it's people who have handguns, they kind of have them out in case they need them. But with children around, they have those toy guns and they all look the same. And we don't want any real gun to get in the wrong hands or to get in a child's hands.
Is that one of the videos? How to put the lock on?
It is.
Aha.
One of the videos demonstrates how to put the lock on. It's very simple. But again, we want to teach people, we want to promote firearm safety. We carry firearms every single day. We have lots of training with our firearms, though. We're safe with them. We want to be safe. We want the public to be safe also.
When we're, again, talking about all of these, we can find the videos where?
On the Pennsylvania State Police Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter page. Now, Twitter, every troop has a Twitter handle. We have a Twitter page for Troop N. The department, Pennsylvania State Police as a whole, has a Twitter page, so check them out. If you just go on Google, you could Google all of this information, it'll take you right to it. But the videos are good, and again, social media is a great way for us to communicate with the people.
And as far as the locks and the cards, they can come and visit you?
They could go to any state police station and request one. They could call, we'll have one waiting, and again, they're free.
That's the best.
Best price around, right?
Safety and free.
That's how you start 2020.
That's the perfect way to do it. And we're going to have Trooper Anthony Petrosky back again because we'll be talking more safety and good information that you can use on Trooper Talk Tuesday on WYLN.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
In these uncertain times, you need to know what's really going on. The source matters now, more than ever. So turn to WYLN for up-to-the-minute information on social media, TV news updates at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m., and WYLN News live at 5:30. Live local news and breaking news when it happens. WYLN TV 35, we're your local network.
The Wilkes-Barre VA Medical Center is hiring full and part-time registered nurses, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, housekeeping aides, and more. The Veterans Health Administration seeks full and part-time registered nurses, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, and other clinical and non-clinical employees. Those positions will be assigned to VA medical centers in specified locations for the ongoing efforts supporting COVID-19 operations. That includes Altoona, Butler, Coatesville, Erie, Lebanon, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Wilkes-Barre, and Wilmington. To apply, visit vacareers.va.gov. The Times Leader announced it'll cease publications of its print editions on Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays starting this weekend. Like many businesses, the publisher's another to have been affected by the spread of the virus. However, subscribers will be able to access the electronic edition for those days online. And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with